and hello, y'all, and welcome on back to another episode of Creators Spicy Tea, the podcast where we sit, we dish, and we spill that tea on adult content creation. And today we're doing something very unstructured, very wild, and very random. And y'all know me and my type A ass that is crazy and wild, but we're doing it, and we're doing it all together. So my best friend and I, we sit down quite regularly and we do what we call admin sessions, right? Where we hop on a video call, we sit down and we both do our administrative work. So think scheduling, bookkeeping, record keeping, you name it, we do it all. Today, what I'm going to be doing is scheduling, and I'm not doing it alone because, like I said, I sit down with someone and we have these times together that we spend. So I brought on my best friend, the lovely Casey, aka Casey, also the creator of the Peachy platform playbook. And we're sitting and we are doing an admin session. And we figured, you know what? Let's bring y'all along with us and let's talk some smack about the adult content industry. So hey, Casey girl.
Smack to talk.
Hell yes. Smack. I'm scheduling Reddit, as I said, using Fangrowth.io, and I'll be sure to drop Creator Spicy Tea's affiliate link down there in the description box. I got you. And Casey, what are you doing?
Be adding photos while we do this because I have a backlog.
You didn't always edit, right?
No, I didn't actually. I just started maybe less than a month ago editing. That's why I have a backlog. I had like 2K photos. Because you don't realize how many photos you actually take when you do a set.
Right. Like, it's crazy. And I'll sit and I'll think like, oh, I don't think I took enough photos. Open my camera roll and there's like 60 sitting there. What?
And the thing is, I do mine one at a time. So I know girls who have, what's it called? Lens Buddy up at the same time. So they'll have one phone doing one at a time, and then they'll have a Lens Buddy just going off while they're doing it. And like, if I had to go through hundreds for a set from Lens Buddy, because it just takes them every few seconds. And I'm like, you probably get some good candid ones, but do you have that time? Do you have that effort?
I don't have that time. I don't. But you know, them girlies, they're probably rocking an assistant to do all that stuff for them.
That is absolutely true. Or you just have the time, because there are some girlies who focus on their quality and their content to a point where they're like, quantity is more. And you want to post, because we do have to post everywhere multiple times. Like, you're doing Reddit right now. I haven't touched Reddit yet. Reddit scares me for scheduling and for posting in subreddits. But I do Twitter, Instagram, and Fansly now. And that's with me cutting. I cut fat off. I had to cut some of the places off because we don't talk about like social media burnout at all. Dude. And what comes with it.
Holy good freaking point. Because it's like the scheduling alone. I think most of us sitting here can agree the worst part of this industry is scheduling on social media or just scheduling anywhere in general, but really social media, right? Because you're right. We have to be posting like hundreds and thousands of just nonsense everywhere. God, that burnout too.
It's to the point where taking the content is the easy part. Not saying it's easy. It's the easy part. But
yeah, it is. Yeah.
And actually scheduling and organizing, because like I also have a Dropbox that I need to organize that I'm just throwing pictures in, like just because once they're done, and that scares me. I'm scared of that Dropbox. Like,
so like I think a month ago I sat down and I bought an SD card for my tablet because my storage was gone. And so when I plugged it in, I was like, okay, I'm going to get my shit so organized. Everything's going to have a place, be in its place, all that. Do you know how long that took? Girl, I think I started at like, it's so scary. I think I started at like midday and I ended at 3 a.m. I was pissed. I was like, God, this should be faster.
I literally just had to go back and like, so for my pre-mades right now, I have a Google Drive link that I basically have pre-made name, price, length, and like descriptors, right? And I had to go back because someone was ordering pre-mades and they were like, oh, I want the number 6. Cause I'm like fucking McDonald's, right? They were like, yeah. I want the number 6.
Can I get that supersized, please?
Yeah. Can I get a cheeseburger without the cheese, please? Also, every 90s baby better get that reference, okay?
Got it.
But I was going back and I could not find the video for the life of me. I don't know where I put it. I don't know what box it was in. I don't know where I put it, when I labeled it. It was gone, disappeared. So I had to hit them back and be like, I'm so sorry, we're all out of the number 6. Would you like to order a different number?
I love you. I love you. I love you. That is the best way to handle that. God, that's good.
They still placed the order. They got another one that I knew I had. Like I literally found that one while I was looking for the other one. But that basically got my wheels turning that I need to, one, name your stuff. Name it.
Yeah.
And keep the name the same across everything. Right? I've now made pre-made folders, so I keep the pre-made video in there with the watermark, and I keep a set of photos in case someone wants a photo from the set in there. And I can either sell that as a bundle and just give one Dropbox link, or I can just sell the video or sell the set of photos. So I have
girly.
Yeah, I have a photo for each pre-made now, and it matches up with my list on my pre-mades. That took me longer than what it should have. And I'm still finding some of the videos.
I can literally only imagine. That would take forever. Like all my stuff. Wait, hold on. Half a freaking moment. Was this a Telegram client? I'm about to make your life easier. Why don't you have a pre-made group with topics where you have all your pre-mades already pre-uploaded and all you have to do is forward them and it takes less than 5 seconds? Which, shameless plug, coming in. That is coming out like April 1st, I think, on YouTube. A full-blown video on that. And March, I think, 14th on the Patreon.
I'm so happy I will shoot it to you early. Plug that. Yeah,
girl.
Everyone watching this right now, you just learned you just learned with me. We learned together.
Yeah. No, it's made my life so much easier because I was doing that with Dropbox where you have to download from Dropbox, then upload to Telegram. Downloading takes like 5 minutes. Uploading takes like 5 to 10 to 15 minutes. Now it's literally in my pre-made group. You know, I'll add you to it so you can see it later. But it's just in my pre-made group already labeled like BG1, FK for Fetish and Kink 1. And then all that is like labeled by name. It has hashtags. So if someone says, oh, I like this type of content, I just have to search that type of content hashtag and all of the videos that have that hashtag come up. I'm just saying, make your life easy. It's Gorgina.
We're working smarter, not harder here. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. It actually just took away my tattoo by accident.
You don't need it. Tattoos aren't real. They're not permanent. From what I've heard.
No, it's definitely not. I mean, to be fair, I literally tested this. So I use Lightroom to edit, right? I use Lightroom. I tried taking away so for those of you who don't know, I have almost like a half sleeve, right? And I went through and they have an AI generative whatever, right? So it takes what you erase and whatever is around it makes it match, which I don't usually support AI when it comes to art. But this, because it's my own body, I can do what I want with it. I'm over here like, I'm gonna take it away. I'm gonna take it away and see what happens. I took away all my tattoos. It looked like I was not a tattooed person.
Now I want to do that.
It actually worked well. So for people who do not want, like, I'm okay showing my tattoos, but there are some people who really want to be able to hide, like, very, what's the word? Marks that show who you are.
Identifying mark.
There we go. If you want to hide that, legitimately, it is worth it to take, if you don't want it,
And on Lightroom, for anyone, it's called remove. And it's called generative remove, I think, on the, you have to turn on generative.
It's generative AI.
You got me thinking, Casey girl, hello, content opportunity here. What if we do sets where we remove all our tattoos and we sell those? Like, see me without tattoos. Is that an idea? I wonder how we could market that.
Well, no, because you could do Girl Next Door. Because we could go from punk princess to Girl Next Door.
Oh, this is a thought. Oh,
That's
this is a cute idea.
Because
with,
for
like,
those of us who do
super cutesy lingerie, too.
Yeah, because for those of us who do direct sales, there are some clients who specifically say, I don't want tattoos. I want clean skin. And to be fair, if you upfront say, hey, I have tattoos, but let me show you a test photo of me removing said tattoos if I am your type, would this work for you? And that would open it up. Because I do believe in being fully transparent. Of me saying, like, I have the tattoos, but we can get rid of them real quick. They're not that permanent.
Yeah, I wonder, brilliant. That's an idea.
Because that would open up a whole new set of clients if they're fine with that. Because it's the same thing I do with wigs. Because I wear wigs often. And someone posts, hey, I want a blonde. I'm like, hey, I can be blonde today. Hey, I want a brunette. I got you. What kind of brunette? You want light brunette? You want dark brunette? You want, like, highlighted brunette? You know what I mean? So, like,
yeah,
it's the same thing. We're allowed to modify our body in whatever way you feel comfortable modifying it and you feel comfortable putting it out.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I'm so glad you mentioned that, because I saw a post today, or maybe it was a comment. Don't remember. Barely remember what I ate for breakfast, or if I ate breakfast. But somebody had said, like, something very negative or derogatory towards people who, like, retouch and Photoshop. And y'all, I'm going to be super honest with you guys right now. This is not exactly what I look like. This video, I'm retouching this. Like, after this is done, I'm going to color edit it. I'm going to light edit it. I'm going to probably smooth my skin a little bit. Are you kidding me? And I have a very strong opinion on this. How you want to present yourself to the world is your freaking prerogative. If that means you want to look like, what is that called? Like those Instagram versus reality pictures? Good. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Like, do that. And honestly, anyone who says that, like, retouching is lying, you know what? This whole industry is about acting and being someone who likely we are not. I am not fully Allie Rowe, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I tried to have, like, a whole persona. Did not work. Have to have as much of myself in it as I can. But, you know, we change ourselves a bit to, like, fit with our clients and to, like, be able to do this. Yeah. And exactly, like, we want to keep some shit to ourselves. Everyone is absolutely welcome to their own opinion. In my mind, retouching, come on. That is not a big deal. You want to crazy Photoshop yourself? Awesome. That is an art form. That's an art form. Yes.
That's what it should be seen as, an art form. That is what we do. And that's also how you change the stereotypes around what we do, is you're making it an art. You're getting to pick how you look, how you present yourself, what you want people to see, and how you want them to see it. That's an art form. So, I was one of the ones where when I first started this, I didn't retouch anything. I was of the mind where I was like, I want to show off what real skin looks like, what real people look like. And
which is beautiful.
It is beautiful. And that's okay too. That's the choice you get to make. And I made that choice. That is the point. I was fine with that at the beginning. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to show to people. And I still do that. For my Telegram group, I will post some unfiltered nighttime. For whatever, I will post some unfiltered pictures or even some behind the scenes, right? You do that. You get to choose that. But when I want to post an ad, when I want to put my best self forward, I retouch. I get rid of blemishes. I am half black. I got melanin. I get dark acne scars everywhere, okay? And as a worker, I mean everywhere. There are some places that just look better without acne scars.
Guys, honestly, can't disagree, dude. And like, honestly, what you said is the exact fucking thing. Like, and I do have like a convoluted opinion on it. Put your best self forward. Like, your best self is exactly what you designate it to be. You decide what your best self is. And like, if that's a retouched version, if maybe you just take off one pimple or you completely change your face or your body, then that's what is your best self. It's your prerogative. Sorry, that
It's
comment
your
that I saw
prerogative.
ticked me off.
I would be, like, I get so mad. This is my hot take. Right? I get mad at other workers who want to control how other workers put themselves out. Because I know for a fact a good majority of us got into this line of work because we had consent and control over what happens with our bodies. We get to choose. This is our business. I get to say I'm a small business owner now because I am, okay? This kitty LLC'd, okay? She is corporized. Got it? We love that, okay? And I get to choose what I put out. Now, so my whole thing is, and you guys heard me make this comparison in the last video we did, is I see direct sales as like a meat market, right? That's how I say it, is you put your best self out, it's a meat market. What do they do to meat in the store to make it look better? They inject that shit with red dye.
Yeah, girl.
They make it look more fresh and raw than what it really is. And that's just what I see us doing, is we are choosing to put ourselves out there how we want people to see us.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
exactly.
that's what I'm doing. My retouches, if I like show them off, it's like getting rid of like, oh, I have a messy background. Let me clean it up. I have a zit right here. Let me clean it up. Like, I'm not fully, for my choice, I'm not fully changing what I look like because that's not against my brand. But if your brand's being like the high end, like prestigious, go off, queen.
Yeah.
Edit.
Like in my marketing, I made it a point to very loudly say, like, I am learning photography and photo editing, and I find it an art, and I'm digging into this, so that my clients can't be like, oh, this is edited and I didn't know. Nope. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Well, I sure tell people
it's
that
not
too.
like, right? Because here's the deal. Like, as long, and you don't even need to tell your clients. You don't. My clients see my photos and then they see me live on cam. And you know what? Never once. Never freaking once have I had a complaint. Never. And so
also,
honestly,
it's two different things. Like, to me, that is two different things. You're putting out your art in photos, and sometimes when you're doing a certain video or you're doing like your good morning videos, right? You're putting out a more authentic you. You're showing people that you can do both. That you can have art, that you can retouch, you can redesign, you can re-edit, but you're showing that you're also still a human being, that you're also still authentically you. And that's a good combination.
Yeah, that's a really good point. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
It humanizes you, which is what we need more of in this industry, is reminding people that we are human. It's why I have a really short turnaround, and that's my choice, because ADHD girly, if I had a long turnaround, I would forget most of my customs.
Dude, right? Day 3, I have a 3 to 5 day custom turnaround. Day 3 comes around and I'm like, oh, and now I need to do it.
1 to 3 days. I have 1 to 3 days as my turnaround, and that's only because when I do the custom, I want to get it done right then and turn around so I don't forget it. So it's there. So like, it's not even for the buyer.
Mine. I don't blame you. I plug all my customs into my custom notes, my custom note sheets in my customs do folder. And I have You want that?
Set up. I might do it. Okay, for those of you who don't know, shameless plug for Allie. Mentor, mentee. That is how we started. That is how we became friends. I have learned so much from this lovely, lovely hottie. And I get so many of my trackers that I use daily from her. Legitimately use them that help me keep my stuff together. And that's a good one to have, because I forget. For all my ADHD girlies, it is hard. It is hard being neurodivergent and being in such a demanding entertainment business, because people are. Like, if you've ever worked at a restaurant or a shop or clothing store, like, you know how demanding those people are. People get 10 times more demanding when it comes to what we're selling.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's very much a immediate gratification business, right? They want immediate satisfaction. I think that's a better word for this industry, an immediate satisfaction.
And that doesn't, like, that gets me into the talks of, like, it's getting worse and worse with TikTok, Red Note, Instagram Reels, how people are getting smaller attention spans, and they're wanting it instantly. They want that dopamine hit instantly. And I always tell them, I have one of the shortest turnarounds for the quality
1 to 3 days is so crazy.
I know people who have 2 weeks, who have a 2-week turnaround. I have a very small turnaround. And I've had people complain that my turnaround was too long.
And very recently had someone request a rating, a member rating.
Yep.
And they asked, like, what's the turnaround? I was like, okay, it's going to be 30 to 45 minutes. So think about it. So there's 5 minutes to film, like 5 minutes to set up your area to film, like 10 minutes to throw together a quick edit. And that specifically, like, add a watermark, clean up the lighting, remove background noise.
Basic editing.
Exporting takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Uploading takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Where in there can I cut time? Where in there can I become the gift of Kronos and cut time? Like, where? Like, and I've done all the steps I
is not
can.
Gonna give you a gift.
No, there's no gift. There's no gift here. So, like, I've done everything that I can to speed it up. Like, in my CapCut, I have presets. So, like, my retouch preset is set up. So all I have to do is click a button. It's done. Move on. And then my, like, lighting and color, I have a preset set for this area and the area in my bed area where I film as well. So click a button and it's done.
Just the uploading and re-up. Because the thing is, you have to upload so I have to upload to CapCut, do my edits, download it from CapCut, and then I have to upload it back to Watermarkly to get the watermark on it, and then have that download back. So just in that is 10 minutes solid, depending on how long.
Can I make your life easier?
Oh my God, please learn me.
Okay. Learn me. Oh, I will learn you, girl. I'm so sorry. Shameless flirting. I'll turn that off. My bad. No, but there's a feature in CapCut called overlay. So find where it says overlay. Click that. Click, your gallery will pop up. Click your watermark, and then you can resize it. You can splice it. You can make it darker, lighter. You can turn it in different filter modes and export it right there. I love you. I got you.
You're so sexy. Look right there. You just cut some of my time. You just cut some of my fat right there. That's perfect. See? We're finding new ways. This is why. I will say, for the people watching, find you someone who you can work with. That is one of my tips. When Allie and I get together like this, I get the most work done. That may be the ADHD in us, because we are those girlies who need to be held accountable to each other. But just having someone in the same room, on the same phone call, doing admin things, I get shit done. I get held accountable. And we bounce ideas off of each other like that. Like, I never would have known that. This is a community effort. It should be about talking it out, learning new tricks. You're always learning in this.
Yeah, we will always be students of the industry. We will always be students of the industry.
Because it's always changing, too.
Yeah. What was that one tip that I threw your way? Lightroom. Oh, we just talked about it. What was it in Lightroom?
So you had me be able, so for sets, so if anyone takes sets of pictures, you taught me how to go in, pick a certain, so I can do auto, or I can have a certain preset that I already have, and then I copy that preset, and I just go through, paste the preset, paste the preset, paste the preset on each of that set that's in the same light, in the same style, and it goes so quick.
For me, like for my intense photos, so like for my intensely edited photos, like my artistic stuff, one photo edit will take 10 to 15 minutes, right? Messing with the settings and everything. So learning that for me, learning how to copy all the settings you put into one picture and put them into all of the rest with one button. Oh my God. It used to take me like 3 hours for custom photos, like 3 hours just to be able to get the edits out. Now it's like, I got it. 10 minutes on one, paste, 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 we're done. It saved my life.
It has shaved so much time. I went from, so my original count for photos I need to edit was 2,873. I'm now down to 100. I basically cut it by 1,000.
Oh, that's impressive.
To go
that
through.
Would take me a long time. That'd be a long time.
When I said I had a backlog, and like there are some, I had a whole little nun shoot that I have not posted anywhere that I completely forgot that I did. I have like 56 pictures / videos of me being a nun that I did not post, that I forgot about. That once I upload to Lightroom, I was like, oh, that's content.
That's content, baby. No, one of my favorite things with Lightroom is you'll take a photo that you've already posted, edit it to be like very vastly different, like very different edit, post it again. Yep. They're not gonna know. No one's gonna know.
How are they gonna know?
No one's gonna know. They're gonna know.
They won't, or so me being the Fansly girly, right? My tip for Fansly is having a 3-month rotation. If you need content and you are differently abled, if you are not in the mood, if you're not in the zone, if you're having like writer's block or whatnot, and you want to keep that consistency, because that's so important on every single platform, is keeping up that consistency, which can be so hard, especially if you're like me. Up until this coming week, I had a full-time job and doing this, so consistency for me was hard. Legitimately. And I was posting once a day. Like I would be like on the way to work doing my post for once a day every day. I wasn't scheduling. I was doing that manually by hand.
The way I could
But if you have a 3-month rotation and you keep it in your vault, that's one of the things the vault is good for on Fansly. You keep it in your vault, have a 3-month rotation. People forget, or you get new followers, you get new subscribers. And that 3-month rotation keeps that in there. And you can reuse some of the photos that you've already posted 3 months ago, because people's minds are like little goldfish sometimes, and they will forget. And that's about the forgetting period.
Hey, I want to ask your actual like profesh opinion on something. So my Telegram channel, well, let me look. Where are we at right now with our media? So the amount of media I have is about 2.5 thousand pictures and videos on my Telegram channel. So what I'm considering doing is cutting about 500 of them out from the beginning, from the very beginning, right? And then doing a Throwback Thursday. Should I do it where I cut that 500? Because it's a selling point of mine where I have X amount of media on that channel. I use that as a selling point. Should I take those down? Or do I just repost? Throwback Thursday, repost.
How many would you... Wait, so you said... Honestly, take those down. You still have an absolute mess ton of content that you can use as a selling point. Because even in mine, I just say I have like 100 plus, and people are like, oh my gosh, yes. Like 100 right off the bat. Like, that's so much. Because they do get that. And even if you say, hey guys, like, I'm cutting it up a little bit just to clean up a little bit, and then waiting and doing Throwback Thursday, or if you had any, like, for me, I might steal that idea and post the nip knot pictures.
Smart, yeah.
Because I don't have them anymore. And that's a Throwback
Thursday. Before you post them, monetize on that crap. So put them in a bundle, sell the bundle, and wait like 3 months before you post.
Oh, that's a gorgeous idea. This is why.
Yeah, bouncing shit off someone really helps. It really, 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 really helps.
Especially when they're as smart as you. Okay. Also, here is the unscripted part. Allie and I shamelessly flirt with each other. If you don't flirt with your friends, are you really friends?
We are inappropriate. We're inappropriate, to say the least, and it's beautiful.
HR will be called.
You know the worst part, though, about this job? We are HR. They're going to call the state. They're going to call the state.
All I'm saying is if we're HR, I'm wearing a short skirt when I go in for my meeting.
Short skirt, deep V, call it good.
It's professional.
It is in this industry.
This is it. And this is the type of community I mean, too. I know a lot of people have talked about finding community and finding, like, people that you can get close to, because you have to have that in this. Like, you need to have someone who you can trust, that you're close to, that understands what you're going through, that sometimes you can just do these talks and, like, you can just complain if you need to. Like, I love my job. I love this job. It gives me control. But sometimes I just need to bitch about it. I need to bitch about it like any other job. I just need to bitch about it. And having a friend who knows, like, I can't, outside of this workplace, people don't understand that. Like, people don't understand, like, if I'm just like, oh, today was a day. They're like, oh, but you get off every day. Like, isn't that like, isn't it like the perfect job? And I'm like, honey, at some point things get tired. At some point things get a little not comfortable. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, sometimes you just want to complain about, like, or like, you know how much money I've had to spend on, like, not baby oil.
You're fired. Get out.
I'm fired. Get out. But, because I get the good lube. I get the, not plugging, but I'm taking this with me when I move. But, because I love small businesses too.
Yeah.
That's one thing I will shamelessly plug. If anyone ever wants a list of small businesses that I purchase from that have great products, because I refuse to buy from big companies now. So the only big company I buy from now is Lovin's, and that's because we all know why. We all know why.
They're Amazon. They are the megalith. Yeah, they are the megalith.
And
I don't know the word.
Their products are good. Like, they are good. And they connect to everything, especially if you stream, which I do. But I do purchase from a lot of small businesses because I'd rather support quality products that come from places that don't get a lot of traffic, or that care about their clients, but you don't know about their products because they're not as big. And like, this one I do is women owned, for women, by women. Like, the shop, they have a actual physical shop. They don't actually allow men to come in unless they are with a woman.
I love that. Just so you guys know, she's not speaking from the U.S. perspective.
No, I'm not. I am not. But
yeah, I was gonna say, that would never fly in the U.S., but I love that happens. That gives women such a safe space, and especially in a country that is not necessarily a safe space for women in general.
It is not. But it's a safe space, and I like that. So I look for more places that I can support, because especially in this day and age, we should really care where we're putting our money. We really should focus on where we are supporting, what we are supporting, and what they support in this, if it matches up with our thoughts. That's it.
Yeah. That being said, though, It's also really understandable. Like, hear me out. Like, I fully believe you should support small businesses. We are small businesses. Support us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But at the same time, if your budget says otherwise,
if you
okay,
can't,
good.
yep.
Yeah.
If you can't,
There ain't
don't.
no shame. No
None.
shame.
You're not gonna get anything from me. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You know how broke I used to be? I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. You do you.
Yeah.
That is the other part of this job is you get to do you. Literally. But
Girl, I just scheduled 45 posts. I just looked back at it to double check. Half of them don't have watermarks. I forgot to watermark half of them. By the way, watermark your shit. All of it. Watermark everything. Everything.
Even if
on
you
socials, on platforms. Mm-hmm.
Watermark it. Get a cute watermark.
I'm gonna die. Sucks. Oh, cute watermark. That is a good thing to talk on. So I use Canva to make my watermarks. What do you use?
Canva.
Same, yeah.
I made my watermark. That's why I use Watermarkly. Again, I guess another
I do too.
shameless. Yeah, because you can plug in so many photos from a set and just watermark the absolute mess out of them.
All in one, super fast.
Also a tip of mine real quick that I need to do, like right now. Not right now. Delete your shit from your phone.
Especially your rates. Especially your member rates. And delete your member rates out of your clouds as well. Go in your cloud, any single rate or any single piece of content where you have ever shown your client's image or anyone's image that you have not got a 2257 and a model release for, make it not exist anymore. The second you do it. I did not do that for a year and a half because I'm silly and lazy. It took me so long.
I was just saying, because, like, the way I edit, I have 3 different copies of everything. I have the raws, I have the edits, and then I have the edits with a watermark. So smart. I have 3 copies of everything. It's not smart, because do you know how much I pay for phone storage? So, like, once you use it, that's why I'm a fan of scheduling and a fan of uploading. Because I will upload to the vault, save stuff to SSD. Don't do what I did. I bought an SSD from a very cheap place. I don't know if it works. I haven't plugged it in yet. I'm scared it's going to catch fire.
I don't delete mine. That's not true. So the sets that I feel proud of, like photo sets that I feel proud of, I don't delete. I put them on a hard drive. So I have a hard drive with years of content. And the reason I do that, right, someday I'm going to be old. And I'm going to look a little old. And maybe that won't be my client's demographic. Don't get me wrong. I'm going into GILF status. I am going into GILF status through this. I'm going to be in this industry for forever. But think about that throwback content. I ain't never having kids for grandkids, but I'm going to be that GILF. But, like, I put them in a hard drive, and that saves my butt. That saves my butt a lot. That SD card that I mentioned I bought.
Doing.
I can hook you up with a really good cheap hard drive where that's like 2 terabytes for like $50.
Ooh, please hook me up, because I need to actually start, because I just, right now I have it on like my Photos app. I have 2 Photos app, and then I just deleted off my phone one and keep it in the cloud. But you know what? If anyone ever finds my phone, they get a whole bunch of things for free.
I know. I was thinking about that. Like, this is going to be morbid. What if I die? My parents might get my devices. No, they won't. They won't. My partner would, but oh my God.
No, write that in your will. That's some will stuff.
Yeah, when I die, X, Y, and Z. I actually do have that in my will. I'm not gonna lie. I have like
no, please
a
have that in
where
your will.
all devices. Yeah, I have a clause where all devices, profiles, and stuff go to my partner.
See,
but like, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. Because like, what?
Like, hearing you say like you got contingency plans, that's hot. Like, you have to think about this. We literally keep, like, if you work in this industry, you work on electronics nonstop. If you lose anything, if you are out on vacation, you're taking some nice photos and you drop your phone, someone steals your phone, you leave it in the bar one night, all of it's gone if you just keep it on the phone. Like, we have to think about longevity. Like, what can we keep? Where can we keep it? Oh, I lost my phone. I have it on this SSD. I still have all of these. Or I upload them to Dropbox. I can get my Dropbox. Figure out something that keeps your photos and videos as safe as you can.
Smart. That's really smart. Mine, that's a good point. What storage do you use, by the way, other than Dropbox? I know you said Dropbox. Is it all on Dropbox or?
So
You're an Apple girly.
I'm an Apple girly. So photos are on Apple Photos and also Google Photos. So I have them on 2 different photos, and then I have it on Dropbox. And now I'm gonna start doing an SSD because at this point I have enough. I have so much that I'm like even today after this little chat, I have 5 photo shoots I'm about to do and go through just today, and that's gonna be over 100 photos that I'm gonna have to go through.
I was gonna work on building my friend's website today, but if you're backlogged on it, shoot me the photos and I'll edit them. I'll edit some of them.
You're so fun. Also, you're really good at editing. Shameless plug. Allie edits and does See, I always say this. Allie got mad at me for this, but I find it a talent within a talent, right? I say I don't have a talent, and I don't think I have any talent, but my one talent is, listen, I make friends. I make good friends. I'm a very charismatic person. And what I do is I always have friends who have amazing talents because I surround myself with people who are amazing, because you are the company you keep. You are. And I keep this amazing individual around because not only is she fun to talk to and a little bit flirty sometimes, but she teaches me. I learn something new every day, and she has amazing talent, which you should message her about and maybe get some photos edited.
God, stop hugging me. A, you're making me blush, and B, you're making me blush. My lordy.
That's all I'm saying.
You better stop.
All I'm saying. It's good stuff. This is what I'm here for. This is like, I don't know. It's great. It's a great thing to find a community in this, because a lot of people think that it's cutthroat, that it's like you versus everyone. And I can honestly say that, like, without me getting into this industry, I would not have found my best friend. That is it. And now I get to work with my best friend. So.
Yeah, speaking on community, I had someone amazing reach out to me. Someone who's just the sweetest girly in the whole world. And she said, hey, I'm having a really hard time finding community. Okay, so another shameless plug. This is just a plug podcast. That's all we do here. That's it. So what Casey and I are doing right now is called buddying, right? We call it buddying. It's using the buddy system to keep each other accountable and working, which I have deleted those 20 pictures that I scheduled wrong, and I'm re-uploading them. So in the private Discord server for creators only, there is a voice channel called the Buddy System, where very often we will get in and we'll all just sit and we'll just work, chat when we want, work when we want. So again, that is Creator Resource Chats, and I will put the page to the creatorsspicytea.co that explains kind of more on that if you guys want to check that out. But she came to me saying, I don't have community. Where do I go? Creator Resource Chats. You know, that's where you find community. I mean, honestly, let me tell you, when I first started, I did not know anyone obviously, I didn't know anyone. I didn't have any friends here. And for the first 2-3 months without that, this was miserable. This job was nightmarish. It was hard. It was hard because you have so many things that you need to talk about that you can't. But don't get me wrong. My IRL, my real world friends and family, they know what I do, and they try and be there in the best way that they can. But sometimes you need to bitch and moan to someone who's lived through it. You know, you need someone who's experienced it.
I mean, and it's also in the fact you need someone who experienced it and who's someone who doesn't feel shy talking about it. Because even with same thing for me, my family knows what I do, right? And I'm lucky that it turned out the way it turned out. I know a lot of people do not have that option. to have people who support them, close to them in their life, right? But even then, they don't feel comfortable talking about, like, it's still a very taboo topic to talk about with your family. Like, oh, I do this. And, like, you can't get descriptive with some of the things you do with family or friends without them looking at you like, you did what now? Like, you and I constantly say, we have a weird job.
We have a weird job.
We have a
We have the weirdest job.
But we both understand what we mean by that, because it's a good job. The reason why I'm so open about this, and, like, I should be less open maybe with people.
No. Stand with pride.
I do it with pride. I am proud of what I do. But, like, I've worked with people who are disabled, who can't get out of bed, who I bring that to them. I've worked with people who are just nervous, who want to explore, who want to unapologetically, like, get into this. We do good.
Yeah,
we
sex
do
work?
amazing good. Yes.
I have this theory, this motto that sex work is just therapy with boobs.
That's
all it is.
literally it. That's what it is. We charge a lot less, some of us. Listen, I charge a lot less. I charge a lot less. I should charge more for some of the therapy I've given. But it's a good thing. Like, and it's there. And it should be destigmatized to the point where I'm like, we're helping. We're helping people. And we're getting that, like, I don't know about anyone else, but I get a rush of endorphins and a rush of, oh my God, like, every time someone's like, you helped me through this, you did this, like, you made me smile today, like, this was so good. Like, I'm like, thank you so much. Like, you don't understand how much that means to me. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, it's so validating. It's like, thank you for seeing my value as more than just content. Let's just put it like that. Not that just content is anything wrong with it, but it's like, thank you for understanding that I'm trying to be here in a way that is more so than that. I'm trying to be here for the person, you know, like that. Oh, that hits.
It hits so good. And if you are someone who purchases out here, just hit the person you're purchasing from with that, with a thank you, with a I love this, and you will make their day. You will absolutely make their day. It is 2 simple words, thank you. 3 simple words, I appreciate this, I loved this, and you will make their day for no extra charge. And that will make them remember you too.
It's so funny. I get compliments on my content all the time, right? That hits. That hits. That makes me feel like, yes, my art hit the way I wanted it to. I was able to cause the emotional reaction and all that I wanted. I did it.
Yep.
Right. When someone comments on, like, a positive aspect of me as a person, I'm like, thank you. I love you. I have kidnapped you. You're never allowed to leave.
Yep.
You are going to be annoyed by me so fast because I am not letting you leave me.
I have laid claim. You are now mine. Congratulations. You won. Because we put extra, I know both you and I go the extra mile to make sure people are happy, healthy, good, comfortable. Like, even me, I know a lot of girls don't offer redos, right? It's a weird touch and go topic, right?
It's
carriers do not offer redos. I do. I offer one redo, but only if they can specifically point out, like, if they gave me a script and I missed something in the script. If they gave me a prompt and they specifically, like, you did not do this in the prompt, I'm like, okay, you have given me a correction. I can redo that. I can take care of that. I understand that this wasn't matching what you wanted, what you gave me at the beginning. So I need to correct that. Yeah. And recently one of my clients did that. But they purchased another video and they were like, I don't want a free redo. I want another video because I can see that you have, like, the potential to do what I want.
I love him for you. Them. They.
that
I love them for you.
That was a eye-opening, like, thank you for seeing that in me. Thank you for knowing that I can do this, that I will do this. And then they gave me a direct script and they were like, these are the points I want you to hit directly without like being any, because sometimes people are like, oh, just have fun with it, just do it, like, and I'm like, I'll have fun with it, but like also I could use some like bullet points.
Yeah, okay. I think I told you about this. So one of my clients, is also my kind of coworker in all of the subreddits I moderate and everything. And he is one of the moderators and partners of Creators Spicy Tea, and also one of my best fucking friends. And he prefers content that is so real, unscripted, no storyline. And I love him, but oh my God, that is so hard. That's so hard for me. I need a prompt. You give me a prompt, I can create. No prompt, I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands or my mouth or my face. What do I do?
I'm just shoving
that
my
is
hands
not
in my
a strong
mouth.
suit of mine. It'll probably work. Honestly, it's a skill I know that I need to work on. That is a talent in my mind. And I know I need to work on expanding that.
Impromptu.
I always push my clients for a prompt. Yeah. Like
Impromptu.
even in my sessions where you're DMing someone, right? Back and forth, spicy things, and you're sending pictures and videos, right? We all know what that's called, yada yada. Okay, so for me, I always start those sessions with a original clip, like with a starter clip that I send their way. I request a prompt every time. I cannot just come up with something like I'll ask, what's your fetish? What's your kink? Or do you have any requests for your first clip? Like, I need that. It helps me set the tone, set the flow, all that nonsense.
I love scenario-based DMing. Like, I'm like, okay, what theme are we doing? What can we go with? What do you specifically want? Like, I can't just go with the flow. Sometimes I can, but I never want to. So I also work with a lot of artist friends, right, who do art. And one of the things that they also say that they dislike is when someone is like, you think that you're doing a justice when you're like, oh, just have fun with it. But in actuality, it's harder to just have fun with it, because what I will find attractive, what I will find fun, may not be what you're into.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. That's how it works. That's why you need specifics, because, like, let me be real. I recently had someone turn me down, right? Because they asked me, hey, what are your personal preferences? And I told them my personal preferences, and they were like, we don't match up at all.
Good. I'm glad you guys figured that out at the get-go. Hell yeah, that's
I'm glad we did. Like, straight up, I was like, thank you for letting me know, because you want something organic, and if it does not match up, and it's not that organic what you're looking for, then please go find someone that will make that for
amazing.
You. Yes, find someone amazing. So getting that up front and knowing what you're into, even if you just give a bullet point of this is more information that the seller can work with, and at least give some map, you know?
Yeah.
Because that, like, we can make art, but it might not be your art. Like, not everyone likes contemporary. Not everyone likes Picasso. Not everyone, like, you choose what you like and what you don't like, especially when you're paying premium pricing, because you are for what we do.
Content. Yeah,
custom content. That is it.
It's a luxury service. These are luxury products. And if you're getting luxury service and luxury products, you deserve to have what you are looking for. And being upfront and honest and providing an outline of what you're looking for helps all of us so much fulfill your needs, wants, and expectations. And I need it. Otherwise, I'm screwed.
That's what we're here for. That's literally what we're here for. And that's what most of us want to do, is to fulfill those needs, wants, and expectations. That is always what I want to do, first and foremost. I want to make art, but I want to make art that you can enjoy, that you're going to want to keep looking at. Like, that you're going to want to put up in a museum. That's the art I want. And it helps me when you give me, like, a little stencil, you know? Like a little drawing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doodle.
Absolutely. Okay,
How's the rescheduling? Yep.
I just finished, and that is a sum total of now 75 new posts going out on Reddit. And it looks like I am nicely scheduled out. Instead of being to February, I was scheduled to February 28th, which that's nervy. I'm now scheduled until March 22nd.
Ooh, girly. I'm on my main set now.
Ooh,
so I'm
nice,
a happy girl.
Nice.
Yup,
Okay, that's probably a good stop point for us. Perfect. Because I know you need to go shoot.
I do, but you know I procrastinate.
I know, but I'm going to yell at you until you do it. So, y'all, this was wild. This was crazy. This was chaotic. This was unstructured and clearly showed. And I loved every freaking second of it. I hope that this was kind of a tolerable episode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up polls. I'm going to put a poll up on Spotify, and then if I can figure out how to connect it and how to do it, I will do it on YouTube as well when this video episode goes up, and I will do so as well on Patreon, because I want your guys' opinion. Do we like when we sit down and shoot the shit and chit chat? Do we not like it? Should we do more of it? Let me know. Casey, my darling, my dear, I love you more than life. Go shoot that freaking content. Do it.
Okay, bye.
Thank you guys so much for sitting with us. This has been Allie with Creator Spicy Tea and Casey with the Peachy Platform Playbook. And we both hope you guys are so safe, and absolutely flourishing.